Hi, welcome to a new video. You join me in a local woodland, and basically I've come out for a little bit of photography, but more like the mushrooms or the fungus or anything like that, like the macro kind of photography. But also in this video I want to talk about a phrase that goes around called imposter syndrome. I'll explain a little bit more, so let's throw the titles and help you stay with me for this little video. I've been walking for about 20 minutes. It's very wet and muddy around here, but that doesn't matter. But literally just walking, I didn't see anything to start with at all. And then I just noticed the one mushroom here, and then you've got some others here, and then a snail as well. So basically, I mean, I don't have a macro lens. I have a, what is it, a YI 42.5mm, and it does have like a little macro function, and then I have like extension rings. I mean, the one thing, if you're doing this kind of thing, and I've seen this off another photographer YouTuber, but bring a plastic bag with you, so at least when you kneel down and everything else. I mean, I've left my tripod in the car, so I can't focus stack or anything like that, not really handheld properly. But I've just been having a play around with these shots, and hopefully some of these have come out okay. I mean, I did enjoy those. Hopefully they've come out. Like I say, I should have been prepared more of a key light as well, in case I wanted to light it up the tripod so I could get it down more and be more stable, because my hands, being arthritis, they're not that steady, but it doesn't matter, I've come out. But again, the reason, like I said as well, is I wanted to talk about this thing called imposter syndrome. Now, I can't remember the exact definition because I forgot my phone, but I'll put it up on screen. But basically what it means is that you just don't feel you're good enough, or you know, like with me, from photography, it's not as good as others and everything else. And I mean, unfortunately the last few months I've had a few, personal things that's been going on that I've had to deal with, as well as health conditions. I haven't been able to work as much, I haven't been able to get out into camp as much, so I've been suffering a little bit, like, with depression. And I've talked about this though, about with me personally, with photography is a way of dealing with depression. I'll put a link up this side, that side, somewhere anyway. But there are times, like I say, you don't feel good enough. Now, with my photography, I don't really care if they're rubbish or not, or if they're good as anybody else and everything else. Like I say, for me, it's just a reason for getting out, and that's the thing. But then a lot of people do go through this. I mean, you search on YouTube, search on Google, you'll see all the people saying these kind of things. Well, we're just going to carry on walking and see what we see anyway. I mean, it's nice to do this kind of photography, but with me, I get down and then I've got to get back up again. But just as I was walking, I'm basically on what was an old railway line, and there's a few here. I don't know the names of the different mushrooms, but you've got a few brown-capped ones here, and you've got two lovely together just here as well. So again, I've just been playing around like with the extensions and the different things and everything else. Like I say, I haven't got a tripod, and I'm going to try and focus stack, but it's probably not going to happen. And if you don't know what focus stacking is, what that means is you're going to take different pictures at slightly different focal lengths and then try and merge those together to get literally everything in focus. But again, for me, like I say, doing this, it doesn't matter. I'm out and I'm trying to enjoy this, let's put it this way. But again, hope you like these photos. I mean, literally, I was only a few feet away, started walking, you got this tree, and then you've got all these like orange ones and everything else on here, and there are absolutely loads. They're in the tree, they're down here, so that's why I'm being very gentle and that. I mean, there are deer around here as well, because there are wild deer, so that's what, they probably eat, I don't know. So I'm trying to get a few pictures. Again, like I say, for me, this is a bit of fun and that, and like I say, if the shot comes out, it comes out, and that, like I say, I should have been a bit more prepared, grabbing the tripod tripod and stuff like that. But yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, some may come out, and again, they're for me and just to share a little bit as well. Well, anyway, I'll get back onto that imposter syndrome in a minute. Let me carry on with a few of these, and then we'll take it from there. Going back to that imposter syndrome where you just don't feel you're good enough, or like with me, my photos or the videos, which to be honest, like I say, with me doing these videos, I enjoy doing it. It gives me something to do, the same as with photography. And if they're not that good, it doesn't make any difference to me. It's like my little hobby, like I've said. I talked about this in another video, why I actually do the YouTube, so I won't go into too much detail there. Have a look at that one. But yeah, like I say, it's just sometimes you just feel that way. And the problem is like with depression or anything like that as well, is you're the only person that can get yourself out of it. And for me, like I say, there's been a lot going on, so it's just with one of those things. And like doing these videos, it is an escapism for me, and I do put on like a different face, you know, for the camera and everything else, more a smiley face and everything else, but I may not feel it. Like I think one of the last ones where it was after the thunder. Now I really enjoyed the thunder, but then doing the photography in the morning, I just wasn't feeling it, and I haven't been feeling like, for the photography wise, you know, for a few weeks now. I can't remember when that video came out and when I actually did it, but at the end of the day, like I say, I've forced myself to just do this today, because again, the weather, we all know the weather doesn't help as well, because we've had terrible weather. It's absolutely peeing it down. But then the thing is you've got to get out, and like with me, I want to get away in the camper now. I've kind of missed a bit of the colour, but unfortunately I've tried to drive, I've tried to go to places, and my body just won't let me, because I want to travel a bit far, like the Lake District or the Northern Peak District, and my body just won't allow me to do it, and it then puts me down a little bit. But at the end of the day, you do as much as you can when you can, and I've always said that. Well, anyway, I'm going to carry on walking and see what we actually get. When I was just walking back, because I wanted to get back down and some steps a little bit further along, I just come across this tree with these, like, I don't know what they are, but they're like a worm with, you know, tentacles. I don't know, but they look really weird. I'm trying to get a few shots, but I'm trying to do it handheld, and I've got nothing to lean on. Again, like I say, I didn't bring me proper tripod. The one that you're on is a flimsy one, basically. It's only for the video camera, so it won't hold this camera. Well, hopefully I've got a few shots. Again, this is where I could do with photo stacking, but I'm just out for a bit of a walk, and if I get a few shots, again, it doesn't matter. But it's just interesting to watch. Like I say, I don't know what those are. I mean, please leave a comment if you know exactly what they are, because they're on a few of the trees. I've just noticing them now as I'm just wandering around this little bit, and there's a fair few of them. Again, you know, like I say, hands aren't steady and no tripod to get any nice pictures. So hopefully some of these have turned out anyway. Well, like I said about this imposter syndrome, I don't think it's directly that I've got the problem with. It's at the moment, I'm doing a lot of landscape. Now, I like landscape, I like getting up early in the morning, like the sunrise, I like the sunsets, and being in spectacular places is absolutely lovely. But it's kind of I've got bored of it. I just wanted more of a challenge, which is why I've come out for this macro photography. And like, hopefully, because like I say, years ago, when I had point and shoot cameras, I used to do all different kinds of images, just unusual ones. I I'll put some on screen now. And these were just for a bit of fun. I really didn't share them anywhere, didn't put them on YouTube because I wasn't doing YouTube at that point. I think it was even before YouTube. So at the end of the day, it's just like I say, I've just got a little bit bored with what I'm doing at the moment, and I need like a more challenge. I have to be one that challenges myself. I have to be doing something, and unfortunately when my back's bad and I'm being advised not to do certain things like the pain clinic and everything else, it gets you down a little bit, and it's like, I don't want to give up on life. So that lot, but yeah, it's just got a little bit boring. So anyway, we're just going to head back to the camper, have a coffee, and then I'll end the video there. Well, I'm back at the camper now. A surprise little thing is where I've pulled in. My brother in his camper had pulled up and they needed to get it off my mum's drive while she was having some pictures taken of the house. But yeah, what was the point of this video? Well, first of all, it was for me to get out through some macro photography. Now, looking through some of those, whether I've nailed the focus, I don't know. Again, it's just a reason for me to get out. I mean, with what I was talking about, the imposter syndrome, like, I'm not putting this out there to get praise or anything like that, because like I say, I do the photography, I do these videos for me. It's an outlet and everything else. But we all suffer from this at some point. We all feel like, you're not good enough for something, or things like that, or you get down, or whatever it may be. And my advice, like with this today, is I've got out, I've enjoyed it, and I mean, I even seen the deer for a little bit of a second. Didn't get a chance to get the camera in time, but yeah, I mean, like I say, I've enjoyed it. And the one thing is just get out there, is like I always say on all my videos and stuff like that. And I wanted more of a challenge, so I've got to look at something a little bit different. Well, anyway, what I'm going to do is I'll sign off now, and I'll see you in the next one. So bye for now, bye.